It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today, back at it with another little video. And of course, man, you can see I'm in front of my wonderful 96 Camaro, that bad baby. It's gonna get a whole overhaul, but we ain't here to talk about that. We're gonna call this the confessional, man. Most of my viewers, most of you guys are new, and some old, don't really know my backstory. I wanna tell you a little bit about myself. Alright, I'm from Oklahoma City. I do have a degree in business from Southern Nazarene University. I have a long history of being a tax preparer, so that's where a lot of my business comes from, the education, doing taxes. You know, I have a decent job, and I picked up YouTube as a hobby. One thing I like to talk about in my videos is how I used to get in trouble, and I ended up in county jail, I ended up in prison, and I talk about some of my prison stories. And yeah, most of them are good and fun, but it was a serious time, of course, you know what I'm saying? But you won't really notice that from me being who I am now. I've changed over time and became a better man. You know what I'm saying? When I was in prison, I was chill, I was laid back because there was so much going on that could get you caught up. You could lose your time, you could lose your life. It's just a bunch of stuff you could lose that wasn't really worth it. At that point, I was already at my lowest point being in prison. Past time, I did play a little basketball or softball, you know, they play softball, but that stuff gets you in trouble, man. And people say, do stuff to get your mind off of regular life or get your mind off the outside. You can do that in sports, but the competitiveness on the basketball court and stuff like that, man, it always ends up in a fight somewhere. It might not be a fight every day, but there's enough that I knew like this wasn't where I wanted to be because I had already had one altercation in like my first basketball game. So I was like, all right. And one of the old heads from Oklahoma City, shout out to Green. He know who he is. If he ever see this, he'll know. But Green used to, look out for a brother and be like, man, see, I told you stay away from the gym. That's a spot, for knuckleheads. You don't have to go looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? So he said, man, pick up you a hobby. So Green, man, I used to see him every day walking around crocheting every day. I'm like, man, what you doing? He'd be like, man, this is a foot to a bear. I'm making a bear and I'm about to send it to so-and-so's mama. He gonna give me $20, $20 in commissary. Cause that's the bartering system, you do stuff for other people. He's like, man, shit, I got a few orders, man, you need to hurry, you need to learn how to do this and get some money. I was like, man, I ain't doing no damn crocheting. Man, it didn't take long. I was seeing him knocking out bears. He'll come through with a bear wrapped in plastic and, taking it to the respective people and just, I'm like, damn, this dude really coming up off these birds and hats. And you look around the yard and everybody got on these hats, these stocking caps, because it got cold as shit. And everybody got these stocking caps on and he made them $10 a piece. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, fuck it. So call my family, hey, mama, order me some yarn. I'm finna learn. Oh, actually, I take that back. Green gave me my first yarn and crochet stick to practice on. So man, I was up there practicing. I'm left-handed and I'm like, man, this is dumb because Eric, he teaching me right hand and I'm trying to figure it out. So now it just looked backwards as hell, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, but whatever, I look unorthodox. I'm starting to work out, I'm gaining weight, so I'm looking like this little buff, you know what I'm saying, thug over here crocheting. My celly used to call me the old lady because, when I got on it, I'd be up there, knocking out birds and shit. Man, so yeah, I worked on it for weeks. Called my family, it's like, hey man, I need y'all to put this order in for me. So I sent them the order form, I sent it to them, I said, you gotta have it sent directly here. So they ordered it for me, had it sent directly to me, man. I had my box of yarn and I had all different types of colors. So I just started making stuff for my kids. I made my kid at the time, I only had one. I made blankets, birds, rabbits, you know what I'm saying? I really, you know, got the hang of it. When I started making hats for people, you know, it got to the point where Green was like, I got better. I'm not saying I got better than Green, but I got pretty damn good to where people was coming to me getting hats because I started flipping the colors, you know what I'm saying, stitching, you know, people's names in the hats and stuff like that. So I started really getting into it to where people would start messing with me when they came to buy hats because I want my son, I want to put a C on my son's hat, you know what I'm saying, for his name or something like that. So in crocheting, I could crochet the name in there so there's not like an imprint. I'm not like sewing it in because he would sew people's names in there. I wasn't good at sewing, so I would just, you know what I'm saying, I just crocheted in there. I went and got some graph paper, and then I had to make copies of the graph paper, and then I would sketch out my drawing. So every little square is a different stitch. So I would just sketch it out of what people wanted, and then I just, you know, crochet that shit right through. And man, it was so dope. So man, that's how I paid for everything. Nah, I didn't pay for everything, but I told my parents, instead of sending me money, send me some more yarn. You know what I'm saying? You know, I did other stuff to get money in there, but that was on a different video. But on this one, you know, it wasn't about begging my mom and them for money. I put myself in there, so I eventually learned to be self-sustainable, except for when I had to go order more yarn. And because I was getting paid in food, I wasn't getting paid in cash. I just asked my mom and them drop a 50 on there, you know what I'm saying, spend 50 on me some yarn, and I eat for 2-3 months, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I did it, unless I needed some more yarn, you know what I'm saying? Hey, give me some more yarn, but don't send me no money, you know what I'm saying? Or answer my phone calls, that's all I need. And my mom and them was like, man, they didn't really have to worry about it, you know what I'm saying? I was doing fine. We was getting the cigarettes, I had the, you know what I'm saying, the yarn, making hats and stuff. And my celly, he was cool, you know what I'm saying? And he used to watch Spanish all the time, which is cool, but I'd be like, man, neither one of us know what the hell this shit is. But hey, man, what I'm telling you is, I say all that to say this, man. Don't go to prison, but when you do, you know what I'm saying, you gotta find stuff to pass the time. And most people, hard criminals, are in there looking like grannies, sewing and crocheting. We couldn't do this shit on the outside, but we go in there and be doing stuff like, you know what's crazy is, you know, I got homeboys that are drug dealers. You would not see them working some job. Shit, they in there pushing that mop bucket with pride, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Just do what you gotta do out here, because you're in there, you're gonna have to do it, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta figure it out. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Just, you know, let y'all know I'm a crochet king. I got some stuff I'm gonna put up for y'all, man. But crochet king in the building, you know what I'm saying? Look out for your boy. Hey, check out some of my new videos. I just dropped a video about credit collections. You know, stop paying credit collections, check that out. You know, I'm gonna start dropping these daily vlogs more often because I'm trying to get you guys involved. I'm not trying to overrun y'all with business information, because we all gonna get money. Some of y'all here to get money, some of y'all just here to enjoy YouTube. So I'm gonna give y'all something to enjoy, not some, you know, just something to educate yourself. But if you wanna start a business, man, hey, holla at your boy. Or again, we got that new IRS pimp video coming out. I'm pimping the IRS, man. Put it in my pocket. I want y'all to get y'all's money back from the IRS this tax season. This is the last year that you can come up off of anything that was pandemic related. So man, put it in your pocket right now. Holla at your boy. Send me an email at everydaythingwithpj@gmail.com for all business inquiries and any questions or concerns, man. Just hit me up, man. I'm friendly. I talk to you. I hit you up in the comments. Give me a like, subscribe, and I'll holla at you. Peace. What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ, and today, man, I just want to tell y'all that I got the solution for your problem. Maybe the grandmother's about to pass, and Uncle Kenneth, man, is a crackhead, and you don't want him to sell the house and smoke up all the profits before you get to split it with the family. You know what?
Give me a call if you got a home that is good, bad, ugly, indifferent, raggedy, broke down, garage don't work, dishwasher don't work, anything don't work, paint don't work. If you don't work and you need to get rid of this house, how about you give me a call at 405-759-0038.